Welcome back. Today we're looking at found footage horror, which is just analog horror, but specifically analog horror that's not like on the TV. It's not like a broadcast or anything. You found an old VHS or you found an old camcorder and you plugged it in to see what kind of footage was on there and you get something kind of freaky. That's found footage horror. Footage is found and on it is horror. Pretty self-explanatory. So let's jump into it. I have some good ones that I'm excited to watch. There's a couple pages that I think are gonna deliver. So let's buckle up. You get to sit quietly and let's get a little spook together, shall we? Sound like fun? Okie dokie. Let's jump into it. First one. It's important to note that this one is also not made with AI. Some of these are gonna feel a little AI, but I did my best to make sure these were creators that were not using AI. Oh man. What the heck? A little guy. What the heck? Another, oh my gosh. Oh,
there you are.
Dude, I haven't watched these yet. That actually freaked me out. I expected the scary part to be that, like, oh, he's stuck in this infinite tunnel now. I was not thinking there was gonna be another person in there or a person in there with him. Jeez, it's got that claustrophobia thing. It's got that, like, weird backroomsy kind of dream core, like nightmare that you want to wake up from feel. It's really cool just how you see it on the floor. It's like maybe 3 or 4 feet long and he goes down and you can just see it. It goes as long as you can see. So good, dude. Incredible. Let's get jump scared one more time, huh? That's so scary, dude. Seeing your own feet.
Oh, there you are.
Jeez. Fantastic. Hopefully that's not the best one we see today, because that's really good. It's gonna be hard to top that. This page is great. I like to grab content from a lot of pages so we don't just focus on one person's work, because it feels like that's for them to do, but I want to send you guys to them to check them out. But there's definitely a lot on this page that I think deserves more attention for what it is. And they specifically clarify no AI, which 10 out of 10 for me. But a lot of great stuff on here. Let's just click on another random one here. Here we go, like an old Sears, very liminal. Doing a little light shopping. Uh-oh. Oh. I had a feeling. He doesn't seem that threatening. He's doing the nice slow walk. Oh, he's gone. Don't worry, you're safe. Buddy, he's 1000% still there. And the bear is like a little bit silly, you know. I feel like it's not like that scary, but it's ominous. But the overall vibe of the whole thing is so good. You know, it's got that VHS old tape, you know, with the image super sharpened but also blurry. And then you got like the almost inaudible cheesy mall music that you can barely hear over the sounds of him like breathing and the sounds of like the panicked movement. And also just like it's so loud kind of for no reason. Like there's just like a loud camera fan sound. Like it hits all the points, man. Also empty mall, empty big store. That's scary. Empty big store with all the lights on. Like how did they get that? You know, how do they film in there? I want to know. Can you just call up a big store and say, hey, can I film in there like after hours? And they're just like, sure. Because I would love to do that. Like if that's an option, if anyone owns a store and it is okay with me just coming and filming it, a big store, let me know, because I would love to come and film in your empty, scary store. I don't think there's a lot of like Walmart managers watching my videos, but that would be the dream right there. Please, dude, someone buy a big store and tell me I can come in there. Anyway, great page, Jordan Graham Film. I think he's got a YouTube channel. I think he's got a TikTok, but this is his Instagram. Highly recommend. As always, these pages will be linked in the description. Please check them out. There's always more good stuff. Okay, this is one that is a multiple part series. This is like a 11 part series. I think the entire series is like an hour and 20 minutes. And I'm gonna show you part 2 of this series. It's 3 minutes long. It's not spoilers because we're not going that far. We're only doing part 2. But I think part 2 shows you more what this series is than part 1 does. The information you need is that this is like found tapes that someone got at like a garage sale or something of a session of a child therapist talking to a child about something that was going on that the child had gone in for therapy for. But the child doesn't speak. The child only communicates in drawings. So it's the therapist talking to the child, and then you see drawings of their responses. Good news, Mrs. Daniels will allow me to tape record my voice during the sessions. I will splice in Jessica's pictures and give general descriptions and notes when appropriate. So we get to kind of hear and see. Session 1.
Hi Jess, my name is Miss Julia. How are you today?
I'm okay.
Has your mom or dad told you why you're here?
To talk. This is the kids'
How
responses.
about we get to know each other? Would you like that?
Okay.
What's your favorite food? Mine's spaghetti.
French fries, baby.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
I like that one too. Tell me about your family.
Mom likes to drink a smoothie while cooking dinner. Hell yeah. Dad's always at his computer. Tell you what. Cool older brother always on the phone, probably. And there's the kid, probably.
Why are you frowning? Okay, so how about you tell me who that is? Did your mom or your dad get him for you?
No. He belongs to my friend.
That's very sweet. Tell me more about your friend. I want to make a note here. She stared in the corner of the room as if she was waiting for permission. She then shook her head in the negative.
This is where it gets juicy.
Is someone here, Jess? Is that your friend in the corner? Another note. That clearly looks like a face. It appears that she has an imaginary friend. What's their name? Maybe we could all play together. No, she would no longer participate in my questions at this point. Regardless, I thought this was a decent first session. Let's try to talk by the end of next week.
I have goosebumps. That wasn't even that scary. I don't know what it is. I was too immersed that I feel like that felt like way more real than it should have, which is I think why found footage and analog horror is so good, because it's not like you're watching a piece of obvious horror content. It's like you're watching something that feels familiar or something that you would see otherwise, but it's designed in a way that's scary, that you're like not expecting, or it's like it's subtle. This is a scary thing for a kid to draw while staring in the corner of the room while you're talking to them about their imaginary friend. Obviously the series, this is only episode 2. This is the first episode that like something's kind of off. But if you look at the thumbnail of episode 4, it gets creepier. There are, like I said, 11 parts. I won't spoil anything. I've watched the whole thing. It's fantastic. It is such a genius presentation of a story. Therapist talking, pretty well voice acted, and then child drawings with a crayon. It's so simple, but it's so good because you don't ever get to hear the child speak. But that makes it like scarier. Like it's not like a bad kid actor. It's just like a kid either not answering or answering strangely or drawing something kind of weird. And the therapist getting like gradually more concerned. Anyway, fantastic watch. It's from a page called Vintage 8. It's from some years ago. They didn't really do anything like this after this point, but they've made content since that I haven't really seen, but this series is so good. I'll link part 1 and then I'll link the full one, or at least I'll try to remember to do that. You gotta go check it out. At least watch part 1 and 2 and see how you feel. This one's called Strange Sound While Mushroom Hunting.
Well, there's certainly no shortage of the pheasant-back mushrooms out here. You can see, here's one, and then one over here.
Nice.
It looks really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then, just looking around here in the distance.
Incredible.
Has a bunch. And then this log over here has a bunch.
Nice.
Take a walk over there. These look pretty big.
Oof.
Yeah,
Those are pretty big.
Look how big that one is down there. It's got to be about 12 inches across. And this one looks like it has a bite out of it. And this one. And there's one over here.
Looks like a
It's
tortilla.
holding some water. Huh? I think it's time to go.
I think so too, dude. That's a great response to that sound. That should be the only response. Whatever you were doing before hearing that sound, that's over now. If you were out mushroom hunting and you had a plan of doing it for a couple hours, or maybe even picking some, putting them in your little mushroom bag, no, that side quest is over. You are now leaving. Now, of course, it could be just a sound effect edited in, but it sounds pretty good. This video's 10 years old. And whenever a video's older, I'm always like, well, it was a little harder to make things sound good. Like, people weren't so good at it. 10 years isn't that long ago, but, you know, the sound that they used does really come out of nowhere and does really pierce you, you know?
And there's one over here.
Looks like a tortilla.
Water. Huh?
Like, it does kind of sound like it's out there, you know? Like, it sounds pretty convincing, but either way, man, it's a terrifying sound. And the video is good. Like, the video leading up to that point, it's one of the few videos I've seen where they're doing something else and then something scary happens, where the doing something else part isn't like extremely cheesy. Every time a video is like the person doing something while like their friend, you know, counts to 30 or whatever to make the scary sound, the time you spend with the initial video is always like so obvious they don't know what to say, they don't really care about what they're doing, they're just like existing and buying time. This feels like actually a guy just out mushroom hunting, you know, like he's out actually just exploring the woods. He's actually found a bunch of mushrooms. He's actually observing them up close. Like, you know, it's just for the video, I'm sure, but
that one is down there.
it's really like, you know, you kind of get lulled into this like mushroom hunting thing, and then suddenly the scariest sound ever. And also the scariest part about all this is that this video is just on a channel full of a bunch of other non-scary videos. So like, why would he just fake one scary video? He actually just did mushroom hunting videos for years prior to that video. And then for years after that, he did little tech reviews and outdoorsy stuff. Heck, this guy was posting up until 4 years ago. Although he did use scary font on that thumbnail, so who knows. If it's a page that has a bunch of other scary videos, obviously they just made a scary video for fun. But I feel like there's a chance they were out in the woods and actually just heard this sound, which maybe someone in the comments will tell me this is just a freaking coyote on a Tuesday. They always make that sound. And I'll be like, oh, okay. I gotta go outside more. Or rather, I should stop going outside at all, maybe is the better option, because that's terrifying. Spooky. Dude, spooky. Okay, this one is, I wasn't sure if I wanted to include this, but this is called Supposed Found Footage of Hell. Ready to see footage from hell? I'm sure it's just gonna be scary sounds. It's not over yet, but let me just say I'm not having any fun already. Jeez, dude. moly. This is some of the craziest sounds I've ever heard. All right, I'm ready for it to be over, I think. Ugh. I did not like that. I did not like that at all. That's sort of like giving me the creeps. Obviously, it's not found footage of hell, guys. In case you were getting a little creeped out there. No one dropped their camcorder in hell and then someone else picked it up and was like, ah, let's plug this into the old CRT. Someone made this, obviously, to feel as creepy and otherworldly and just kind of oppressively evil as possible. And I would say that they did a good job because watching this felt like nothing else I'd ever seen. Just the visuals of it, I'm like, it's just black and white. I don't even know, just shapes, twisted vines, infinitely up and down, and then just like loud metallic screeching sounds. I mean, it's great for what it is. Like, it really is so bizarre to watch. Makes me feel scared, makes me feel unwell, makes me not want to watch this, makes me not want to go here ever. The sounds of it, the feeling of it, this could be hell. Okay, April 15th, 2008, severe weather event.
This started around 9 last night, and it hasn't really stopped since. It's about 1:30 now, and we've had rounds of hail and bursts of really high wind. Oh,
What is this room, dude? Oh my gosh, dude. This is a nightmare. Oh my god, dude. Is this a regular tornado? Is there gonna be a monster? Tornadoes are scary enough without a monster in the house, dude. Oh, gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. Please don't jump scare me. I want to go home. Dang, dude. See, when we watch like TikTok horror videos and they're kind of cheesy and whatever, I can kind of watch them analytically and be like, that was a little silly, but I like that they did this, I like that they did that. It's like more analytical, and I feel like more like a reviewer versus anything else. But I'm here in my home by myself, headphones on, dark room, middle of the night, and these videos are too immersive. I'm getting spooked. I'm too old to be getting spooked from YouTube videos, you know what I mean? It's like a little bit embarrassing, but there's something about these videos that they draw me in so much, and then I just get like, I don't know, it's like I just start like getting anxious for the person. The scariest part was definitely the knocking on the doors though. Like that felt almost like random in the middle. Which is why it's so good, because it's just like a tornado situation. Something feels off about it, like some of the sounds. You know? They're just saying tornado, and all the outdoor things seem like, yeah, it's just a big storm. But then there's that sound. The lights flickering and turning off. It's not usually how the power goes off. Like, the power goes out sometimes, that's normal. But doing a bunch of scary sounds and like flickering and getting brighter and then turning off, you might have a haunted situation going on. But I love that. Everything being about the storm, and then suddenly he's just like He's just like, is there someone here? Holy moly, dude. Great video. We're looking at some bangers today. I feel like everything we've seen so far has been great. I mean, I know I picked it out. You could argue that the woods one is the weakest one so far, but that one is still good. That's what I'm saying. That's still a good video. It's just that, it, you know, it's just like, it's a sound in the woods. It's classic. This is some crazy stuff right here. This is absurd. We gotta keep moving because I saved a bunch and we're only like, what, 6 videos in? We gotta keep moving. Okay, again, I don't remember what these videos are. I don't know what I'm about to show you, but I have a video selected here, specifically at the 12-minute and 32-second mark. The video is called Unknown Creature Chases a Hunter During a Night in Russia. Obviously, we're not gonna watch this whole video. We're gonna trust that I bookmarked it at this time on purpose for a good reason. But I'm assuming this is after 12 minutes of him being out in the woods and potentially some goofy stuff happening. So, this might be the climax of that situation he found himself in. He might be up in a tree right now. Huh? It really just is in Russian. Oh, he's got a gun? That's at least a nice thing to have. These videos are not fun or funny, dude. Are we gonna see something? Perhaps it's scarier if we don't. The sound is terrible. I don't know if that was the move. He actually fired a gun, right? Is this video real? Holy moly, dude. The video's about to end. Oh gosh, the fire jump scared me. You just gonna go have a little campfire now after that? Dude, that's crazy. I mean, now I'm kind of curious to watch this whole thing and see what actually happened. But it doesn't have like this production feel to it. It feels like this is just a guy filming his woods at night adventure that has gone wrong. You know, like it feels like this one right here, where it's like too real for someone to just make this. He shoots a gun twice. I know it's Russia, so maybe that's just like everyone does that or something, but I don't know, man. That kind of creeped me out too. I picked these videos like 3 months ago. That's been like my new thing I do to make these videos easier to film, is that I'll think of categories of videos. I'll dig as deep as I can to find some good stuff. I won't watch it. I'll just watch it enough to know that there's something good here, or I'll look at like the comments or the likes or whatever. And then I'll throw the videos into this topic and I'll move on to the next topic without filming that topic. I bookmarked this video months ago, truly. I have zero memory of bookmarking this, of finding it. Honestly, any of these. You could tell me someone else bookmarked these for me and I'd believe you. It makes it, I mean, that's actually kind of a scary thought, actually. Maybe someone did, but I'm watching these with fresh eyes, and that one kind of creeped me out. It felt a little too real for me. The sounds were freaky, and the fact that they stopped when he fired his gun, freaky, dude. I did bookmark entry 10 and entry 40 of Marble Hornets, which I believe I talked about in my like horror videos from old YouTube video. I forget what it was actually called. But this is a series that was kind of about Slender Man. I think they're supposed to be sound, but maybe they got flagged for copyright or something at some point. But they like see Slender Man, or like I guess a scary face, and then maybe also Slender Man. It's not that big a deal, but in this video, which we also watched, he's looking at like this kind of fireplace looking thing out in the woods. This kind of brick structure. And then, whoa, Slender Man. Yikes. Now, we'll move on pretty quickly because I've already talked about this video and also it's Slender Man, but I think it's important to note that 14 years ago when this video was new, this was entry 40 of a series, and it was like our first good look at Slender Man or what was after them this whole time. And so the build-up made this so spooky. And I think we weren't used to seeing such like cinematic quality on YouTube that like, even though this isn't like movie standard, it was like quality enough that like 16-year-old me or however old I was freaked out by these videos, or at least really enamored by them. I was really enthralled maybe by these videos and the found footage aspect of it and the like, what's out there? What's just outside the frame of the camera? What are these guys spooked of? And then entry 40, we get a look at Slender Man, which believe it or not was actually a pretty scary horror character back when it was like a new thing before it had been done to death and there was like 100 mobile games about it. Anyway, we'll move on because I already talked about that one, but that's a good one. Okay, here we go. In a cave, need help.
I've been separated from my group. It's been a couple of hours now, I think. I'm not sure. I was trying to find my way out and I can't, but I'm gonna stay here. I don't think that I went too far. I'm not sure that I don't know the name of the cave. Our last entry point was somewhere near Tulum, Guantanamo, Mexico. If someone can notify the police or the authorities or someone can help, I'm gonna stay here. I have water and some food. I'm gonna stay here.
Feels different than the other ones for sure. Not necessarily scary, but just like maybe just immersive found footage. I don't think I think we have the lens of looking back on this. Like this guy is obviously fine. Like he just does videos like this, you know? It was just like his thing, I guess. Just saying he was stuck or just being like that. It's also like very obviously fake heavy breathing. I don't know if that's like a skill of mine to be able to detect that, but you don't breathe that way when you actually are out of breath. And also, why are you so out of breath, bro? You're probably just sitting in a cave right now. You could catch your breath and then film, you know? Unless there's like not a lot of oxygen down there, but still, anyway, we'll move on pretty quick. But I'm sure when this came out, people were like, wait, is this real? Is this not real? But it's also like on YouTube, you know? Like he uploaded this to the internet. So it's like, how does that work? And this I think is before you could upload from your phone, which also who does that? But I know that you can do that. Anyway. Moving on. It feels funny coming to this one after all of the other things we've watched. It feels like, he's stuck in a cave. I think it's a little weird to like list an actual area and then tell people to contact the authorities. Like if it's just like a fun video, it's still like a dumb video to make anyway. But like to tell people to contact the police of your whereabouts for like a video that's not real, I like, don't do that. Don't do that, you know? Here we go. We got Backrooms level 1623 by Zenith Initiative, which is always great. This is gonna be some walking around in some weird areas type video, which I love, dude. See, that's the footage. They found it. Nice. You got the very sharpened footage, but also blurry. Classic old school camcorder effects here. Interesting environment to get to walk around in. Just weird dark tunnels. Loud footsteps. No other sounds but your own feet. Train going overhead? Potentially? Or something, I don't know what that was. Too short to be a train. Maybe. I like it so far, but it doesn't feel like a Backrooms floor to me. This feels like, I mean, it's level 1623. Maybe I just lost track of what that was supposed to be like, but okay, yeah, it was his train. But it still feels like he's just walking around a train station at night. Which, funnily, I've done a decent amount of that. So, this feels eerie, but also, like, not that crazy so far. Which, hopefully, I'm not ruining it with my yapping. It is eerie to have no one around. At all. don't know why that is significant. It's probably just what time it is. Whoa. Don't take that elevator, dude. Where are you taking me now? I hear like whispering. Is that just him? Or am I just... Is that just from within my own head? Some weird looking staircases, I'll give you that much. That feels pretty otherworldly. Feels pretty dreamlike. Yeah, it's definitely a strange area. Why'd you take the handicap ramp? It's so much longer than the stairs. Uh-huh. Huh. Pretty good. I don't want to sound like a hater. Pretty good. Like it did all the things it was trying to do really well. I don't know why, but that one like didn't immerse me at all. I couldn't see it as anything other than just like a guy walking around. Almost your average train station middle of the night. Like this is just what it looks like. Maybe if you've never been to one, or maybe you've never been to like a dead train station, like after it's done running. It's weird to see no one, but not impossible. I don't know. It wasn't that immersive. It wasn't that scary. To me. And not that it was supposed to be scary, I guess, but at no point did I believe this could have been like a Backrooms floor or some like alternate dimension, you know, where he's just walking around endless train stations. Like it seemed like he stayed within a small area. Anyway, not the best one. Hopefully we can end on a banger here. What else we got? We got Dinosaur analog horror film? Interesting combination. Buddy, look behind you. There's an incredibly sneaky dinosaur right behind you. Whoa. They had some restraint there and not have anything crazy at the end happen. The way that something that big creeping up on you, how creepy that is as an idea. And also its glowing eyes. And obviously its intent to eat you is clear. But not just eat you, it feels like it wants to toy with you a little bit. You know, like it wants you to turn around first. It's a little bit of a funny combination. Like seeing a dinosaur is kind of random. But I don't know, I kind of like it. Dinosaurs are freaky if you do them like this, if you make them freaky. I mean, they're freaky, you know, any way you slice them, I guess. Yeah, pretty good. Short, sweet, to the point, no nonsense. I don't know what this guy's looking at, but he had an entire T-Rex sneak up behind him, so he's not very good at his job, I would say. Even though the T-Rex was doing some light steps, I doubt they're that quiet, you know? If it's dead silent outside, I think I could hear a T-Rex tiptoeing behind me. I think I could, at least enough to turn around and check. Did I hear something, you know? Was that a T-Rex? Okay, last one. Is that Thomas the Tank Engine? Is this Thomas the Tank Engine horror? This slightly detuned theme song is actually kind of creepy. Hey, Thomas. At least he has to stay on the track. At least he has to stay on the tracks, I say, not realizing that we're standing on tracks at that specific moment. Yikes. Okay. Thomas the Tank Engine horror. That's something. I mean, it got me. It was creepy. I mean, it's not even like, oh, it's so random, it's not scary. It is this like nightmare core, dream core that pairs so well with analog and found footage. It is like dream core. It's like this wouldn't happen in real life, but it would happen in like a nightmare where like the villain character is brought from something that you were watching. Like assuming that like, you know, maybe this is like a dream a kid would have or something. How it's recorded onto like a tape and we're watching it doesn't really make any sense, I guess, but it is like footage from like a nightmare dimension, I guess, you know? Some sort of backroomsy world where anything could be a monster out to get you, including Thomas the Tank Engine. The nicest train you could ever hope to meet, I think. Anyway, good one to end on. That last one was actually from the same guy who did the first two. This tunnel one as well as the bear in the store one. So we got 3 from him today. MVP of the day, 3 videos in here. Go check them out. A bunch of other channels in here that you should go and check out. And yeah, I think that we kind of got off easy the last couple videos. They didn't scare me as much, but the first half of this video and the first like 5 or 6 videos we watched, I was like, oh man, I want to go back and look at like Zillow houses again. I'd rather look at thalassophobia than this. You know, I was like, let's do anything else. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today. Hopefully you had a good time looking at some spooky things with me. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet and you feel like it, which you should. You watch the whole thing. I love looking at scary videos, even though they scare me. Although they don't usually, truly. I feel like I'm not a guy who like really actually gets spooked by videos often. I say that, but you've probably seen me get spooked by like 100 videos at this point. But it's not a common thing, I don't think. So some of these got me good. I will say that for sure. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.